Hello everybody, Artisan Loom here with a very special bracelet for a very good looming son that I have named Jim Bob Looms. And this bracelet is called Life's Journey, and it has a super special meaning behind it. He's dedicating this to his mother, and I just think it's just absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to attempt to do the tutorial for it, and this is his account, so if you'd like to give him a follow, he's got a lot of good bracelets that he's done, and he's really come a long way from the bling, so I'm pretty proud of him. Anyhow, I'm pretty happy that he asked me to do the tutorial for this particular bracelet, because it does mean so much to him. So it means so much to him, and it means so much to me as well. So if you want to give him a follow, that would be awesome. Okay, this design is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, I had to count. Oh my gosh, 7 pin bars. I need to go back to school. Okay, so 7 pin bars wide, 2 full loom lengths long. Okay, now I can show you that I did, what do you call it? I guess just a 1 loom length version of it, just to see what it looks like. This was before he posted that awesome picture, but this is what I came up with, and it kind of looks like a train with some tracks going. This is the back side, so if you choose not to bling it, this is what you'll get, and this is the signature side. So it is quite an awesome design. There's diamonds that go up in the center. You'll see as we're laying it. And got to kind of pay close attention to some of the diamond looping that is going down. So anyhow, I'll refer to this because I'm only going to use, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe I've got 5 colors myself, so that's all I'm going to use. I think he may have used a little bit more than 5, but it's whatever you choose to do. Okay, so go ahead and get your colors and your hook. And any bands that you want to bling, I'm going to bling my border, and I'm going to do it in the carbon. Out of the mixed metallic LE bands, there's a black in there that's a little lighter than the jet black cylindric. It's more like the carbon color, so that's what I'm choosing, and I'm going to bead it up. So go ahead and bead up some beads if you're going to bead your border. If you're not, then no worries. So I will meet you back here with all your supplies. Okay, so I'm ready, and what I'm going to do first is we're going to start here on this 3rd peg and bring it over to the center. And then you're going to go to the left all the way to the border. Now I think on his one that he posted with the lovely cross on it, I think he went back and double bordered it because he really wanted to put the chains on the outside. But the original design doesn't call for a double border, so I'm going to do it exactly how he sent it to me. And so you start here on the 3rd peg, bring it to the center, and then you go from the center to the next one, and then just bring it over to the edge, and the same with over here. And you're just going to do a single chain all the way up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do every other band like I always do. I'm going to start off with the plain band, and then with these beaded 6/0 beads, I'm going to, or they're 6mm I believe. I'm going to put a beaded band, plain, and then beaded. Okay, plain, beaded, oops, plain, beaded. Okay, so do that all the way down until you get, let's see here, until you get to, I believe, let's see here, till you get to the 3rd peg, till you get to the 3rd peg. And then when you get up to there, you're going to go into and then over 1. And you'll do the same thing on the other side where it connects to the center. Okay, very simple. And I will meet you back with the next step. Okay, so now we're going to Oh, I can't. Oh, wait. Okay. This dark blue here, next, that butts up against the black. That's what we're going to be doing next. And for that, I was struggling with where I was going to put what colors where, but I think I'm going to use the Sweets Purple 300 count. That's what I'm going to use. I think I do declare. Okay, so I'm going to go from this border inward, okay? And then I'm going to connect it and go a long stretch. Okay, so it's not hard. And then we'll do a short stretch, connect it, and do a long stretch. Let me get some more colors. And do a short stretch, connect and do a long, do a short, do a long. Okay, that's kind of what we're going for, just like that. Do the same on this way, this side I mean. Oh, I can't speak. Okay. And then what we're going to do is the small stretch right there, and then the long one, and then from the second peg over to make the small one, connect it and make it, let me get some more bands. Okay, and then do a short one, connect it, make it long, short one, and then long. Okay, so just like that. You're going to do that the entire way up the loom. So I will go off camera and let you finish that part yourself. Okay, so now what we have is the we did it all the way up to the top, and let me just show you. Our last long stretch was here, and we went ahead and put a small stretch on top of that black border. Okay, we did it on both sides, just so that you know. Okay, now the next color I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing white sweets, I do believe. Let me make 100% sure. Okay, let's do white being the single chain going up the center. So you're just going to do, or not up the center, but that butts up against this purple. Let me get some more in my hands. Just going to do that, which should be perfect. Who doesn't like white sweets? Who doesn't like sweets in general? Just really wish they had a real deep red or a real deep purple, because I'm more into the darker colors. That's just always been me. So using this is about killing me, even though I think it's a beautiful color. It's just I'm not used to the lighter colors, so I tend to be a little harder on myself when I get it off, thinking, oh, I don't know if I like it. But anyhow, you're just going to do a single chain all the way down on both sides, and then I will meet you for the very next step. So now I'm going to pick up my, these are from the Twilight bands, and they're like a metallic black, which I really like. And I just completely forgot that I had them. Now they're on sale for $1. $1.50 or something for a bag. So anyhow, I'm going to go to the left. So you're going to go right on top of that border band to the left, and then you're going to go one straight up, and then you're going to go in, go back out, go up, go in, see that? I believe that's, hold on, let me just fix something. Okay, and that's what you're going to do all the way up. So then you're going to go up, go in, out, and then up. Okay, so that's the sequence. So with it over here, You're going to start off by going right over that black border. Okay, and then you're going to go up one. Okay, then you're going to go, and this one's a little thin, so I'm not going to use that one. You're going to go in, and then bring it out. You're going to go up one, just like this, and out, up one, in, out, and then you're going to go up one. Okay, so do that part all the way down the loom. Okay, so don't get mad at me. I took the white sweets single chain off and I placed white, let's see, I don't know if I have one sitting here, a white silk. It has a really neat sheen to it. So I replaced this, took the white sweets off and put the silk white there. And then I also took the black metallic twilight bands off and decided I would put some black sweets there just so it would have more sparkle. So now this is what we're going to be doing next, is where I have this metallic blue. That's going to be the next part, and they're like half starbursts. So we're going to start by going up one and then out one, and straight up. Okay, I'm trying to keep them from twisting on me. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. And then we're going to do the same thing, except for where we start is we're going to go straight up. Down to the left, up to the left, and straight up. Okay, so then we'll go straight up one more time. Down to the left, up to the left, and then straight up. Okay, that's how you do it. So this one, you're going to go straight up, down to the right, to the upper right, and straight up. Okay. So then we're going to go straight up again, down to the lower right, upper right, and straight up. I'm pushing the bands down as I go. So straight up one more time, the right, upper right, and then straight up. So you're going to continue doing that pattern the entire way down the loom. So finish with the burgundy sweets, and how you're going to end up is one going up. Okay, now all we're going to do is a simple single chain down the center, and that's where I put that, and I may bead that. I'm thinking I might find something to put down the center, so let me go off camera and see. But what I'm going to, if you're not going to do it, you're just doing a single chain going all the way up. So if you're going to chain, just go ahead, or if you're going to bead, just go ahead and bead a 6/0 seed bead or a 6, or whatever size you want as far as the bead, and then go all the way down. And what I'd usually do is I'll go every other one, just like I do on the border, every other one down the center. So I'm going to go off camera and see if I can't find a really pretty, something really pretty to put there, because I was planning to maybe put this charm in the center. So I don't want to put too much bling on it, only because, say this is going to be in the center, which is the perfect one to go there. But I'm also thinking I might rhinestone the edges, so I want to make sure that I don't have too much going on in the center. So let me go off camera, but go ahead and do the single chain straight down the center. So what I decided to do was use one of these little mesh balls. They're like, I don't know, 6mm balls. And I decided to do every other one in the black sweets. But since I'm wanting to put this in the center, that's my attempt. So I've got to put some sort of charm in the center. I found out where the center of the loom stops here. Let's see here. And it goes, well, I don't know if you can tell. Let's see where it's at. This is where it ends actually. So if I put this right there, that should be the center. And so I did every other one, so there should be 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plain bands. That way there's 2 on each side. And then I started again and did 5 and ended just like that. Okay, pretty simple. That's my attempt. What's weird is that when it's a tight design, sometimes it scrunches up so tight I can't even fit the charm. So this is the attempt to do it. I'm really hoping that I left myself enough room to where there's not either too much of a gap or not a big enough gap. Okay. All right, so very next step is, let me see where I start here. Okay. We need to do, let me grab the bracelet, where I have these silver, like, horizontal lines, right? Horizontal is going that way and vertical is going this, I believe, whatever. The one that's going this way. Anyhow, we are going to need to place, and I'm going to use my white sweets for this part, I do believe. I think that'll look pretty good. We'll use white sweets, and we're just going to go just like this. Okay? On every peg. Simple, simple. Okay? So I think that'll actually look pretty good. I want to kind of tie in a darker purple because red and purple looks good together. The only bad part, I mean, I love the burgundy sweets, but they are definitely not a dark, deep, true red, which is kind of what I wanted to do, but I wanted to use the sweets. I wanted to give it as much sparkle and sheen as I could. So if you go ahead and finish this part down the loom, we still have, I believe, one other band placement to go. So what we have left is where these dark blue diamonds are. They don't really look like diamonds in this picture, but as you place them, you'll see what I mean by the dark diamonds. And so what I'm going to do is use LE purple. Let's try that. Let's tie in a darker purple. So hopefully these will hold out because they're kind of a, it's not really a long stretch, but anyhow, you're going to go to the left and then you're going to go to the right. I'm going to try to pull my band, push my bands down as I go. And then you're going to go inward to make the diamond. Okay, and you're going to go outward and inward. You can either call them diamonds or you can call them X's. Let's just for this sake call them diamonds. Okay. Alright, so you're just going to do that the entire way up the loom, working from the center to the left, center to the right, left to the center, and right to the center. Okay, so finish that the entire way up the loom, get all your diamonds on there, and I think all we have left are cat bands, and then we can get going with the looping. Okay, so now what we need to do is put cat bands, and it's going to be on every other one. So in the middle of each diamond, there you will need the cat band. So I will do a triple. I just always do triples for my cat bands, usually unless it's just too tight. I mean, I guess, I wonder if I should use black. Will black be too kind of crazy? Maybe I should use white. I'm just going to go with the black. Although it makes me wonder. Yep, I'm going with black. Since I have black as my single chain going up, I think it'll look just fine. So in the middle of every diamond, do a triple cap band. I've got all my cap bands down. Now I'm seeing actually one other placement, band placement that we need to do. I'm not really sure the reason for it, but I guess everything has a reason. So you see where these silver bands cross over on either side, and you see up underneath, and I'm going to lift up this blue band, you see how there's the gray or the silver? I believe that's what we're going to be doing. So it's not that hard. I'm probably going to have to grab some more sweets. I'm going to use the white sweets since I used the sweets right here in the center. And all we're going to do is we're going to go right on top here. Okay. Hold on, let me see it. Yeah. And then we're just going to go straight up. So this design is a little band heavy, so there's just a lot more bands on here than the average. So it may be a super tight design. That's why you need to use good quality bands. So you're going to do that all the way up to the end of the loom, and then you'll come in the center at the top. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go to the right and then just go up with your single chain, and then come in towards the center. Okay, and then I believe we are done with the band placement. So, okay, and I need some more white sweets somewhere. Wrong ones. Okay, I'm going to go off camera, do your single chain, and then bring them in at the center. Okay, and I will be right back. That's all we have to do. Once we get that part done, we turn the loom around, and we're going to need a cap band right here. And I'm going to use the purple LE, and I'm going to do, let's just do a double cap band because LEs are a little tighter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in, and actually, you know what? I'm not going to use purple. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the diamond doesn't end at the diamond doesn't end here. Okay, I'm just going to use the white. Okay, so let me grab a white. I put them all away thinking I was done, but apparently I'm not. So I'm going to just put, actually I'm going to do a triple because this is fairly loose. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in through the cap band and bring it to the left, go back in the cap band, bring it to the right. Okay. Sure to be pushing your bands down because there's going to be a ton that are going to have to go on top of each other. Okay, so what we're going to do is, now that we went to the left and to the right, we're just going to bring our single chain up. Okay, when you get to the top, you're going to cross in to the center, and you're going to go up to the top, cross in at the center, just like how you place them. They will just come to a point. And so I'm going to go off camera, let you finish these easy single chains going up, and then we'll move on. So we're finished. We came in at the top and brought it to the center on both sides. Okay, and that, well, I better stay up here because guess what? We're working on the diamonds, but instead of starting at the front of the loom, the beginning, we're working at the top of the loom. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in through the top, grab that band and bring it down. Okay, go back in and bring it down. Okay, and then we're just gonna keep doing it, and it makes a diamond shape. So can you see what I'm talking about? You see that where it looks like a diamond? It's really cool looking. Anyhow, Let me see what the next step is. Okay, so we'll do that all the way down the loom. So here in the center, we're going to grab that top band and we're going to just bring them down. Okay, go back in, top band, bring it down. You're going to go in through this peg and get that purple LE and bring it to the center. To the center. Okay, and you're just going to do that the entire way. You're always going to bring the bands down, working your way to the beginning of the loom. Okay, little different, but kind of neat. Change your pace, keeping you on your toes. That's what Jim Bob's all about, or Jamie. He just likes to think up some new steps, and I don't blame him. He has made up a doozy with this one, and I just think it's awesome. So you just bring it all, oh, I'm off camera. Do. Okay, but like I was saying, you're just going to go down, work your way down. One more, and then I'm going to go off camera. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Ugh. Let me see if I can, well, let me see how I can do this. Okay, so you're just going to get that top band and bring it down. Top band and bring it down. And then from here, you're going to grab that band and bring it to the center on both sides. And that is your diamond. Okay, so do that the entire way down the loom to the beginning. Okay, so now on the bracelet, these silver bands that are going side by side, the middle chain, that's what we're working on next. Look who has come to grace us with his presence. Lightning. Come on. There he is. There's my handsome little guy. Should not be on my table, but okay. So what we're going to do is, remember these white cross bands that we put here? We're going to go in through this center, and we're going to grab that band and we're going to bring it over to the left. Okay, you see that? Let me see if I can zoom this in. Okay, so I went in here and I got that band that went over to this side. Now what we need to do is we need to get the other side of this band, okay? And so we're going to go in through here. Hopefully, maybe I've got you too zoomed in. I'm going to go in through here, grab the other side of that band, and that happens to be the one that's below the purple in my case. It's like the second band. You want to make sure you're getting the right one. So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to bring it over to the center. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we'll go in through this my cat is driving me nuts. We're going to go in through here, grab that white band and bring it out to the right. Then we're going to go back into this peg and get that other half of that white band, which is like right above the burgundy, and then bring it to the center. You just have to make sure you're grabbing the right band. You should be able to tell. And that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to start over here, go in the center, bring it over to the left. Okay, now we need the other side of the band, which is right here, okay? So we go in through here, grab that other side, and then bring it to the center. It should just nicely fold over. Okay, go in through the center. Oops, don't get that. Don't get that single black chain. That's what I almost did. And you're going to bring it out to the right, and you're going to get the other side, which is this band right here, okay? So we're going to go in and grab that band and bring it to the center. Okay, simple. We're going to do that all the way up the loom. So with this one, we're going to go in through this cat band, this black cat band that we put. Grab that top white band, bring it to the left. We need to go in here and get the other half of the white band, which is right there. I don't know if you can tell. So you go in, it's right below that purple one. And you grab that other half and just put it towards the center. Go back in, get that white sweets, bring it over, go in here, get the other half of that band, bring it back to the center. Okay, so very simple. So I want you to finish that the entire way up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just loom up your single chain down the center, which was our black sweets. So you got to go in through the cap band, grab it, and just bring it straight up, okay? The entire way down, or up the loom, as I might say. So just do your single chain, and I will meet you back here, and we'll work on these half starbursts. So now we're going to tend to the half starbursts, and it can be very confusing. It's a different type of looping. I've seen it, I think, done before, but not quite in this way. So just pay attention. I'll zoom in and show you what I'm doing. First off, you're going to start in this peg. You're going to grab that burgundy sweet. Get up underneath that purple and get that burgundy sweet and bring it forward. Okay, then you're going to go into the next peg, bring the next one over, and then you're going to go into this peg and bring it out. So it would be your top band. You're going to bring to the left. Okay, so now once you brought it down to the left, you need to get the bottom half of that band, which is right here. And you're going to grab it and you're going to bring it over the peg, and you're just going to drop it just like that. Okay? Going to go back into here, grab that top band, bring it back. Now you need to get the bottom part of that band, which is right here. You need to take it and bring it over the peg and just drop it. Then you're going to go back in here and go forward. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, so I'll do another one. We're going to go straight up. We do nothing with that one. We go back into this peg, and we're going to bring it downward. Now we need to get the bottom half of that band, which is the other half of that burgundy sweets. We're going to take it and bring it over the peg and drop it. Go back in the center, grab the next one, bring it out towards the upper left. Get the bottom burgundy band and bring it over the peg and drop it. Go back in the center, bring it straight up. So that's what we're going to be doing the entire way. I will show you on this side what we're going to do. We're going to go in through this bag. Oh my gosh, now the pegs are bags. That's just great. You can tell it's late here. Okay, so I'm going to go in through this peg. Grab that burgundy sweets and bring it forward. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in, grab that burgundy sweets and bring it forward again. Okay, then we're going to go into the center there, grab that top sweet burgundy color, bring it over. Now we have to get the other half of that burgundy and bring it over the peg and drop it. Okay, go back in the center, get that top band and go to the upper right. Get the bottom half of that burgundy right here and just bring it up and over and drop it. And then go back in the center and grab the one that goes forward. We're going to go up one more, forward, and do the same thing. Going to go in through that center, grab that top sweets, bring it to the lower right, and then you're going to grab the bottom half of that band, bring it over the peg and drop it. Go back into the center, get the top one, bring it up to the upper right, get that bottom sweets, burgundy color, and drop it over. And then you're going to bring the center up twice. Okay, so that's how we do it. I don't know if you need me to do one more. Maybe I'll do one more just so that you're sure. Okay, so we went up twice. Now we go back in, top one, bring it back to itself, get the bottom half of that band, bring it up and over the peg and drop it. Go back in the center, bring it over to the right, back to itself, get the bottom half of that band, bring it over the peg and drop it. Go back in the center and go up twice. And then you're ready to do the next one. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Okay, go ahead and finish that all the way up the loom. Now we got to work on these, the little pattern that outlined it. So we're going to go into this peg and grab that top black sweets, bring it over, and all we're going to do is just bring them back to themselves. So you got to make sure you, I should have pushed all my bands down once again because this is what we're going to need to do. Okay, so I brought it over. I need to go into here, and all you're doing is doing your little, it's all going to be brought back to themselves. So you'll go into this one and get that burgundy, or the black sweets, bring it up, bring it to the right, okay? Bring it to the left. Up, bring it to the right, go in here, go to the left, straight up, go to the right, go to the left. Okay. I think I got the wrong band there. In fact, I know I did. Okay, let me put this back and make sure I'm getting the right band. Okay, I grabbed the wrong band. You always want to make sure you're getting the band, the band that teardrops and goes back to itself. I think I made that mistake on my, if you want to call it a prototype, whatever, the one loom length one. I think I messed it up in one spot, and that's probably what I did. So go ahead and do your blacks, just bringing them back to themselves all the way up the loom. I'll show you on this side. You're going to go in through this peg, and you're going to get that top sweets, bring it to the right, and then you're just going to follow it. Push some of the bands down, okay, to the right, straight up and down, and you would just follow the nice pattern that's going on. Just making sure you get the right band when you bring it back up, that you're not getting the bottom half of the other band, if that makes any sense. Okay, so right here, you're going through here, and you want to make sure you're getting this band and not the bottom half of that band, because that's exactly what I grabbed the last time. Just make sure you're getting the one that makes it into a teardrop. If you don't have a teardrop, then you pick the wrong band. Okay, so that's all you're doing the entire way up the loom. So I'm going to get off here, finish that part up, and then we'll do the single chains. So once we finish that, just so you know, right up here, don't forget to get this last one and bring it over. Okay? Now, all we're going to be doing is our single chain, but for some reason, this is how we're going to start it off. We're going to go in through the second peg, and we're going to get that top, it's a little tight, and bring it down. Did I mess that up? Does that seem right? Let me see if that seems right. Okay, did I grab the wrong one? Because why is that not? Okay, I don't know. You know what I think is the problem? And I'm going to just put it back. Now that I see what the problem is. It has to do with there's only half of a diamond here, or a half of a, the half starburst starts here, not down here, like it does on my pictures. So what we're just going to do is just do the single chain all the way up, just like this, okay? I think he did it a little bit different because of where he ended up, or where he had started, because he did 2 loom lengths, so it's gonna, or he did 1 loom length and I'm doing 2, and so the start and stopping of the half starburst is a little different. That's what threw me off. So you're just basically going to do a single chain all the way up. Make sure you get the proper bands and push your bands down as you go. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this side. Grab, oops, keep wanting to grab that purple. Go straight up and just do the single chain the entire way up the loom. Okay. All right, couple more steps left and we'll be done. Now we're working on these purple bands. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in through this second pin bar, second peg, and bring it over to the left. We're going to go back in and grab, I see a hair, sorry, the purple band and bring it back to itself. Okay, and then we're going to go in here and grab that small purple band and bring it back to itself. Go back in, do the long stretch, go into the next peg, and just constantly bring them back to themselves. Okay, so one more, go straight up, or upper left, grab the half one and bring it over. Go back in, do the upper. Okay, simple. Okay, so in here we're going to go out to the right, go back in, and get that one and go into the upper right, go into this peg, and we're going to, oop, I grabbed the wrong one. Can you believe that? Yes, you should be able to believe it. I've periodically messed up. I get that half stretch and I bring it over on top of it, go back in, do the long stretch, go into the next peg, grab that top purple and do the short stretch straight over, which will be, you know, back to itself, straight up, over, straight up, over, straight up. Okay, so finish that part to the end and then we'll do the border and we're rocking and rolling. We'll be finished with this most awesome design, and it's very special, so I will be back. So it's looking like all we have left is the border, which is pretty awesome. Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, just the border I think is what's left. So you're going to go in through the center, grab that left, the one that goes to the left, and then just follow it over to the outside. And you're just going to follow it all the way up like you would a normal border. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, just bring it straight up and finish this up. Go ahead and get your C-clip handy and I'll show you how to take it off. Okay, I finished up my border. Bring it over here. And once again, I am not ready with my C-clip like I told you to be. Story of my life. Okay, so you came up and you came to the center and you came up and to the center. You're going to go through all of these bands. Make sure you get through every one of them. And I believe I'm going to just use a, gosh, I'd love to do a white sweets, but I don't have any. Yes, I do. I do have some handy. Okay, I'm going to use a white sweets. Or should I? Yeah, I'm going to use a white sweets, although maybe I won't. Okay, so it's late and I'm indecisive what I want to do. I've laid out a band. I'm going to use the border band, which is the black metallic LE, okay? What I used for the border. Sorry about that. So I'm going to take the C-clip and I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Let them hang out. I'm going to look at the side and see that I have loomed everything up, so it should not fall apart. We should be A-okay. So this design is pretty band heavy. Look how thick it is. Hopefully it'll come out super swell. Now it does tend to wobble a little bit, and I've used every available extender that I have, and most of them are the 6-pin. So obviously you're going to find out real quick, like, and I should have showed you that at the beginning, that it's band heavy, so you'll need, you know, I'm just hoping that you kind of already know this from the band placement. If you know, as you were laying bands and was like, oh, there's a ton of bands on here, maybe I should put an extra extender on. Hopefully you turned it over and added some more before you got too far into it. Okay, so now we're just going to take our hook, bring it over, release the tension on both sides. Okay, and then you can release the next row. Okay, and you'll do it on this side. And then what I do is I just go through each single one, okay? This just helps relieve it a little bit. So you'll just go up through each one and bring it up. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, take this off the looms in hopes that it's an okay color combo, and I will be right back. I just took it off of the loom, and oh my goodness, look at this gorgeousness. So you take it out and you want to stretch it, try to get some of the bands to go back into the proper place, this way, that way. It is kind of long, but really not. When you want a full wrap, it's going to shrink. It's a full wrap, and it's still a little loose, like look how I have to overlap it. But as it sits and as you stretch this way, it'll go back, so it won't be quite as big. But you know, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to fix my bands. Okay, so like say, and I show you in every one, you probably already know this, I'm going to grab it, twist it, and drop it and let it go. See? Take this one, drop it. That one's twisted. Grab it, twist it between your fingers and drop it, and there you go. It works perfect. I'll fix all my bands everywhere. Luckily, I don't have to fix the purple LE. That's what I love about the LE, is when it's underneath bands, it's so much harder to untwist the bands. I have a hard time gripping it, so the LE worked perfect for that. Oh, I'm so in love with this. This is just so stinking gorgeous. Okay, so fix your bands like I'm going to do, and then I'll go off camera, fix all my bands, make them look stunningly gorgeous, and then I will show you what I come up with. But fix your bands, slide any of your beads to the center so that they lay, you see how they're all facing downward? You can leave them like that, but I always slide them to the center using my fingers, not my nails, because I want it to look like this. Either way, you can have it look like that as far as the beads go, or like this, and I think this is the route I'm going to go for. I'm just completely in awe. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to go off camera. I'll fix it up, clean it up, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went back and I fixed all my bands, got it to lay how I wanted it, got the colors turned around to where all the lovely sparkle of the sweets. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And then the pearl white with a little bit of a pearlescent look to it. Okay, so this is Life's Journey bracelet by Jim Bob Looms, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm still debating whether I'm going to try to rhinestone it and where I would rhinestone it, because I've got an awesome charm. That's where I left this center part open for, that I was going to put this one on. So that's what I have. I think it's gorgeous, gives it a little bit of bling. So I'm going to go ahead and check and see. I will have to see when I post it if I did rhinestone it or not. Because I'm just afraid that if I do and I put it right here on this side, then what's going to happen is there's going to be so much right there where the charm goes. So I'm not so sure it's gonna take away from it. So we'll see. Okay, so I hope you decide to make one. And if you do, just tag and hashtag your renditions to Artisan Loom and also to JimBob_Looms. And all right, so until next time, take care now. Bye.